We have an automated robot sweeping the street on this side, and potentially the smallest KFC in the world on this side. Which one do I film first? The robots have taken over, my friends. This automated robot seems to be doing a good job of cleaning the walkway. Once again, I keep bumping into the smallest fast food stores in the world. The first one was in Hong Kong, that was a McDonald's, but this one's a KFC and this is in Shenzhen. The question I dare to ask is, would the Colonel have been more disappointed at the fact that his masterpiece, his vision, was compiled into a little cafeteria? Or the fact that there's KFC coffee? It was all about the chicken and the herbs and spices, not about the coffee blend. Look at these buildings around me. Amazing. We've got a beautiful piece of architecture, unrivaled, yet we're talking about KFC. I am in the heart of Shenzhen, Shenzhen city. A great little oasis here amongst the big buildings. I don't care what anyone says. I have never seen a city like this in my life. It has peace, serenity amongst the chaos, but the buildings are out of this world. They are constructed in a way that is foreign to the human eye. A mix of materials, glasses, aluminium, steels, plastics, shapes from new and old, traditional Chinese architecture and curves with new age flat and sharp designs. Shenzhen really is in the year 2100, not 2050, 2100. And at this rate, they will be accelerating into the future quicker than any other country. I am highly impressed with Shenzhen. Also very clean as well. Not a cigarette bud, not a piece of paper, nothing on the floor. Very good. Good job to Shenzhen. Top marks. Prosperity and democracy. Civilized and harmonious. Freedom and equality. Justice and rule of law. Patriotic and dedicated. Integrity and friendliness. I like this one the most. So this is the new Shenzhen. This area around here is the Central Business District, and I'd say it was built in the latter half of the 50 odd years it took to build up Shenzhen. The Dongmen pedestrian area is the older and original side of Shenzhen. You can see the contrast in the buildings and the way everything is set up. In the new Shenzhen, the boulevards are wide. There's an amazing usage of trees. I love the trees in this place. It seems to cool down the whole city. And it's ironically very quiet down this end of town. For a city with tens of millions of people, not many people around. It's 10 a.m. I think today is Tuesday. I've lost track of days. It's very quiet. There's cars on the road, but maybe because it's hot, not too many people walk around. This is just one of the beautiful gardens that you'll find here in Shenzhen. There's gardens in a lot of the pockets of the city. I've got a major freeway right in front of me, and you can barely hear the cars on the road. The trees do a good job of shielding everything. You can really spend your whole day amongst these trees and away from the noise. A few people playing music here. Ni hao. Ni hao. I said earlier that it doesn't feel like any other city, and it really doesn't. You really sense the culture here in Shenzhen. You walk through some cities and they feel lifeless, but here there's a big sense of culture. Like whether it's the smells of the food, whether it's the music, whether it's the activities that people are doing in the park, like reading or doing some kind of Tai Chi or some kind of Eastern practice, you really get the sense that you're not in the West anymore. Things at a surface level may look Western, the buildings may look Western or futuristic, and can be perceived as Western, although I haven't seen buildings like this in the West. When you peel back that surface layer, you realise that there's a whole different culture here and a way of life. You really are far away from Western society when you're here. It's such a, in my opinion, it's such a different and beautiful feeling. Even the trees are different. Even the birds look different. I really feel like I've stepped into a parallel world, and it's a great feeling. I know that traveling to China may not be a big deal for some people. Some people might not even be interested in coming here. But for me it is, because as a child I always had this dream that I could travel to faraway lands and meet different people who did things totally different to the way we did in the West, and I could learn something from them. And I think probably for the first time in my life, I'm getting a sense that I've traveled somewhere where it's completely different. I've got 5 days here in Shenzhen, and I hope that I can absorb much more of this culture, because it really has opened up my eyes into what other cultures and civilizations and worlds exist out there. Like, I've never seen anything like this before. First time in my life I've encountered something this different. Downtown Shenzhen at its best. Look at that. I am in Coco Park here in Shenzhen City. I've just come to a noodles place, Lianhuashan noodles, and I've got the beef noodles, and boy oh boy have they put a lot of noodles in there. A lot of noodles for 28 yuan, which is probably about $6 or $7 Australian, and you get a bowl of noodles. With so many noodles in there, probably feeds 2 people. Really can't fault the noodles today. The noodles are top notch, 10 out of 10 I should say. After enjoying a great lunch at Coco Park, I made my way to the Ping An Finance Center to get an aerial view of the city. The tour provides an induction about the building and the achievements of recent times. It definitely also builds suspense about the view that awaits at the top. We are 547 meters high on the 116th level here at the Ping An Finance Center. So I've come to the top here to get an aerial view of Shenzhen and see what the surrounding areas look like. This is the 116th level. Can you believe that? 547 meters above ground. We are very high. Shenzhen looks amazing from up here. There are so many tall buildings that look like they are Lego buildings. We have the Civic Center over here. We have a whole variety of different types of skyscrapers, and a lot of them have got helipads up the top. Amazing. Great view. It costs around 40 Australian dollars to get to the top. No, it's not raining. Someone's on the outside actually cleaning the windows. Scary. Behind me is the Shenzhen Stock Exchange, and that's the Shenzhen Bull that rivals the Wall Street Bull. There it is right there, the Shenzhen Bull. Very aggressive. My next stop provides another perspective of Shenzhen, this time from a more natural setting. To get there, I need to walk through this beautiful park and head up a steep trail. I'm at the top of Lianhuashan mountaintop, and you can see all of Shenzhen behind me. The whole of the skyline is right behind me here on the mountaintop. It's definitely worth the climb, although you need a bit of physical fitness once again. It probably takes about 7 to 10 minutes to go uphill. You'll need to assess your own fitness before coming up here, but it's worth it because you see this beautiful skyline behind us, and it's worth every cent when in Shenzhen. And there's these beautiful trees that give you shade and shelter, so you can stand under these trees, and you can buy drinks as well up here. So don't be afraid to sweat it out a little bit, because once you're up here you can relax, and there's plenty of people here as well. I feel like all of my dreams are coming true. This portable house that is right behind me, I see it all the time on TikTok. It comes up even on Instagram, and they're trying to sell it to people abroad. And what do you know? I'm in the park here and I come across one of these portable homes, and it's a Huawei house apparently. I didn't know that unless they're doing some kind of promotion, but this is pretty cool. Up close and personal with something that I never thought I'd see in my life, but only on TikTok and Instagram. So a lot of people say to me, those things aren't real, it's just, you know, fake, it's fake graphics, AI generated. No, it's not. Here it is in the flesh. It's actually here. You can actually touch it. Let me touch it to see it's real. Yeah, pretty solid as well. I've always thought about buying one of these. I think it'll be awesome. Maybe I can just sit one of these on my block and not build a home. I really feel like I'm in Disneyland. All the things I'd never thought I'd see, I'm starting to see. And that portable house back there, I think they go for about 10 to 20,000 US. I don't know if that includes delivery, but it seems pretty solid. I was just up there before in the square, overlooking the Shenzhen skyline. Very nice. Look, Shenzhen's got a lot going on for it. There's so much to do. I don't even think I've scraped the surface, but it's pretty hot at the moment, so I feel like I need to take a little break somewhere and consume some liquids. Check this place out, name's at the bottom. After a long day, it's time to enjoy a traditional hotpot dinner, Shenzhen style. This is a stone olive and chicken hot pot that I'm enjoying here in Shenzhen. Very traditional. First time I'm having it. Look at that steam. This hot pot is cooking before my eyes. There really is no better way to understand somebody's culture than to eat their food. The lady here, God bless her, she's been helping me. Not only do they give you the food, then you've got to prepare it in a particular way, and she's been very helpful. I'll try and get her on camera a little bit later to say hello. Look at that steam. You need to be careful when you're eating this meal because everything's hot. The tea's hot. The sauce is hot, not temperature hot, chili hot. And that's hot. You don't want to pour that over yourself. So you got to go slowly. It's a bit of effort with the bones in the chicken, but we'll survive. Here's my waitress. She's been helping me. Say hello. Hello.
Hello.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Thank you. Thank you. She's been really helpful. So she's been keeping tabs on me to make sure that I'm eating properly and doing it all right. It's quite popular, this hot pot. I see a lot of people getting this chicken hot pot, and it's literally on every single table. I'd say this place is well known for its hot pot. Definitely worth a try. Very hearty. Look, it's a lot of food. I think it's probably enough for 2 people. But if you're kind of, on your own like me and you just want to sit around and, fiddle around for a little bit, then that's fine. I think you'll be able to polish it off in about an hour or so. I'm going at a steady pace. Have I learnt anything about the culture? Yes, I've learnt that you need to be very patient because the hot pot is very hot. Okay, I've struck gold. Chicken feet, right in front of me. Very bony. Full of collagen, I'd say. No real taste. What a great day exploring central Shenzhen. I learnt a lot and it was interesting to see the new Shenzhen, which is quite different to the Dongmen area. If you haven't already done so, you can watch my Dongmen video to see all about the famous entertainers and food district. My travels continue in Shenzhen, so don't forget to subscribe and like the video. A big Zaixian from the Hassmeister, and see you in the next video.